hit record, and let's start the show. Hey everyone, I'm Jeff from InThirdPerson.com, a personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. And we are playing Tetris 99 on the Nintendo Switch. Maximus Cup is happening right now. I've heard we've got the Game Boy skin that we've got to unlock. We got to get 100 points. And so let's go get to it. Last Maximus Cup, apparently I was about 100 points short. We needed about 2,000 points to make the cutoff. The top 999 get money. But you only need 100 points together. Oh, wait. I'm playing on the Game Boy skin right now. Awesome. Okay. Okay, I can roll with that. Yeah, so how you guys been? The turnaround between streams is really short, so I don't necessarily have a lot of new stuff to talk about, at least in the immediate term. Oh. Let's go. Oh, dude, we're playing Game Boy music? Yes! Nice. Love it. I'm never gonna play with the other skin again. If we can unlock this permanent. Love it. Man, this song brings back so many memories for me. Just playing this in the early 90s. Alright, drop that. Oh man, that like whine. I haven't heard that in so long. Actually, it hasn't been like too long. The Game Boy version of Tetris got re-released on the 3DS Virtual Console a couple years ago for not that long. It was not on the system very long, but I did have it and I bought it. I just haven't really played it. I was like, oh man, this is great. And then I remembered, oh, it's on the 3DS and I don't really like this console. So I just didn't play it much on there. But the Game Boy version, like jeez, pivotal part of my childhood and part of why I loved, a big part of why I love Tetris so much. Like, Game Boy Tetris isn't the first Tetris I ever played, but that was definitely the one I spent a ton of time with, more than the NES one. Just because it was portable, and my brother had a Game Boy that I would borrow, and this was the one game that I would play on the Game Boy. I wasn't really a big Game Boy fan, but this game, like, I would have bought a Game Boy just for Tetris and been totally okay. So yeah, Maximus Cup is happening right now. If we get 100 points, I think we can permanently unlock the skin. And if we are in the top 999, we can win 999 eShop points. I don't know how the points work. Win money to spend in the eShop, which is, yeah, I'll take free money. Well, I mean, that's the funny, it's not really free money. You have to spend time playing Tetris, and you have to play who knows how long, and you have to be one of the top 1,000 players in the world. And it's not just being good, which is part of why I liked the old promotion before of just rewarding winners, because now you also, it's just points, so you could grind your way to the top even if you're not, oh man, not the best. It still favors the better players over not, but you can grind your way to the top if you want it as well. Still, it takes a lot of time to, a lot of time to play this game to unlock or to get that money. Uh-oh, this is bad. Okay, we can... Oh, that's... Yeah, we're toast. Not a good start. I mean, we're gonna get like 2 points or something. No, 7 points. Okay. Run it back, run it back. So yeah, in Canada right now, we are celebrating the Victoria Day long weekend. I'm off of work today and Monday, but the holiday is actually only on Monday. So on holidays, I try and stream in the morning on a weekday, which is normally not what I do. Usually weeknights and weekends that I'm out here, but I've got some time right now, so thought we'd hang out. I've done some decorating, as you... Oh, well... I'll go and do a quick tour of what the backdrop looks like now. And I'm hoping to add some more stuff in the near future as well. Yeah, so this weekend, after the stream... I know we literally just started streaming, so why am I talking about what's happening after the stream? My wife and I are going to run a bunch of errands, take care of some stuff around the house. Set up some exciting backyard stuff. We bought a... like, this awesome hammock thing from Costco months ago. And it was, like, an amazing price. And we're like, I know we're months away from the summertime, but we need to get this right now, because I don't know if we're going to see this at this price again. And so we got it, and it's just been sitting in the basement for months. So I'm excited to set it up. Looking forward to being able to play Nintendo Switch outside, just chilling in the hammock in the backyard. That's going to be great. Looking forward to barbecue season coming back. And I've had some ribs sitting. I mean, freezer burn might be a factor, but I've had a package of ribs sitting in my freezer for the entirety of winter. And a big part of summer as well. We just never got around to cooking them. And so I think that's the first thing I'm throwing on the grill. What else is happening this weekend? I think it's... yeah, Sunday's a super busy night, because we've got... I think the Raptors are playing Sunday? I could be wrong. I know there's basketball tonight, and I'm going to be watching the Raptors for sure. A little disappointed with how the first game ended, especially because I felt like they played better than Milwaukee for most of that game. The Raptors just happened to drop the ball at the most inopportune time. And yeah, I think everybody except Kyle got cooled in the fourth quarter. But I'm hopeful that the Raptors can turn it around. I think that this seems like a better matchup for them than Philly did, at least physically. So, we'll see what happens. Hashtag We the North. Yeah, if you're celebrating the long weekend, if you're hanging out with me north of the border, and you've got some stuff going on this long weekend, let me know. And if you're not, like, you just have regular weekend where you are, let me know too. What do you got going on? Alright, we got 2 KOs. And in case you missed it, I streamed Paper Mario last night, part 13. It was an interesting stream. I thought we had a great time hanging out, talking about all sorts of stuff. I thought my actual Paper Mario play was embarrassing. It took me a very long time to not get very much accomplished. So you might want to fast forward a bunch in the VOD, but definitely check it out. We had a lot of fun talking about all sorts of topics. Talked about the Detective Pikachu. We talked about, man, my mind is blanking right now. Okay, back to Tetris. I see Fake Ghost Pirate Robot. Good morning. I made the mistake of watching the Raptors game without enough alcohol in the house. Forget afterwards. Yeah, that was rough. Man... like, I want to believe this Raptors team is different, and I think they are, but, like, that was a classic Raptors loss of just like, oh, you played so well for so long, and then still walk away with the L. Just because you messed up at a poor time. But again, I am optimistic that the Raptors will do better going forward. Not necessarily saying they're going to win the series. I think Milwaukee's going to be tough any way you slice it, but... Alright, top 30. Loving this music and the sped up. I miss the bench mob. Yeah, I miss having a bench. I mean, the bench mob proved problematic in the end, just because Dwayne Casey was too rigid with his rotations, but I did like having talent on the bench. I think it's really disappointing to see that our team's depth is just gone. Guys have choked really hard, and we're probably gonna lose here. Nah, 25, 24. Slightly better. Sorry, just adjusting some stuff here. There we go. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to... Hold up. Let me... Is this game starting? I might have glitched it out just now by hitting B. Too late in the game. Oh, okay. After this, I'll do a quick tour of the wall and updates I've made to the space. Boop, 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 boop. And some other stuff I want to do in the back. So, Fake Ghost Pirate Robot, what do you got going on this weekend? Besides stress eating and drinking and hopefully celebrating the Raptors turning this thing around. Which they can still do. I think that people were pretty bummed out that the Raptors lost that game 1 against Orlando. The one playoff game I actually bought tickets for and went to was the worst game. Well, maybe not the worst. They got blown out at least once by, like, Philly. I actually completely blanked that it was a long weekend and made no plans. Oh, damn. Well, I'm sure you will figure something out. Something for you and your fam to enjoy. Oh, geez. I totally blanked there in the moment. That's not good. Yeah, so plans here, my Sunday evening, which is unfortunate. There's so much happening Sunday evening. It's Game of Thrones season or series finale, and my in-laws are doing a dinner get-together. It's actually like wine night, so I think they're sampling a bunch of different wines this evening, and I will be just there to enjoy the food. And so yeah, later that evening we'll probably watch Game of Thrones, and we'll see how it ends. I don't know if we... Jesse... or Fake Ghost Pirate Robot. I don't know if we want to get into spoiler territory with Game of Thrones right now. For anyone watching the stream after the fact or here... Oh, man... I'm very curious to see how it ends. Let's leave it at that. Okay, let's clean this up. Yeah, playing the Game Boy version, I think this is where I really started to learn the nuances of the game and understanding how to dig myself out of situations like this. Although it was worse in the Game Boy version, because the Game Boy version... the blocks that drop are all random, and there it is. And in this version, there's an algorithm. Well, there's a system in place to make it not purely random. I'm all caught up, but yeah, let's say I've seen better heel turns on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, it's weird, like... On one hand, they kind of laid the groundwork for that to happen all along, and if you watch the show if you watch a show with that in mind, you can kind of see it happening, but at the same time, the execution felt off. It still weirdly felt sudden. It still didn't feel like it had the punch it needed, even though, like, a lot of horrible things happened in that episode. But yeah, speaking of Monday Night Raw, the next WWE pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, is happening this weekend as well. I ordered the WWE Network last month so that my wife and I could watch WrestleMania, and it just so happened Money in the Bank is this month, and I think we were just interested enough in, like, the concept of the Money in the Bank, and that we also have tickets to SummerSlam, that we're like, okay, we're gonna keep the channel for one more month to watch this pay-per-view so that we at least have a bit of an idea of what's going on going into SummerSlam. And it just so happens that that's also the night Game of Thrones is ending. So Game of Thrones is, of course, going to take precedence to that. Okay, we want... So yeah, Fake Power, are you a past, present, professional wrestling fan of any sort? If you have HBO, you can actually watch the show on demand at the same time. Yeah, we have Crave. So, but we're just not going to be in the house. We are going to be at the in-laws for wine night, and they have terrible internet. So we're going to miss all of the things. Okay. Starting to get down to it here. We're almost top 10, which is a place we have not gotten to just yet. I mean, our win streak on stream was broken like a couple streams ago. Up until that point, we'd won at least one game on every single stream. I did a short stream, and we just didn't stream long enough to get that W. But hopefully we can get at least one today. Alright, Fake Spy Robot, I saw your message came in. I will read that in just a sec. We're top 10 right now, so let's go and get this W. Yeah, hearing this version of the song reminds me of the version that's in Tetris Effect, because they do a remix of this song, and what annoys the heck out of me is that the song is so close to replicating the original melody, but they change one note. And I've heard that and I haven't seen like a absolute confirmed source on this. I've heard they changed it for legal reasons. But it's from that perspective, I get it, but it's super annoying to hear it. And like, I've heard this song for hundreds of hours, and just hearing a different version of the song with a slightly different, like, one note difference is maddening. Also, we're top 3. Ah! Okay. Okay, calm down, calm down. Top 2. In the words of Drake, I'm top 2 and I'm not 2. There we go. Let's close this out. We're in a good spot. Though he's in pretty decent shape there too. All right. There it is. There it is. We get the W. Oh, I still gotta... I forgot I have to fix that on the Stream Deck as well. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. We gotta fix the Stream Deck to make the air horn work properly. Overlap. That should do the trick. There it is. Okay, cool. Oh, this has been running in the back the whole time? Uh-oh. I hope that hasn't messed up the audio. Okay. Yeah, let me know, Fako Spire Robot, if you're hearing like an echo on stream of like my voice repeating after the fact. It shouldn't have happened, I don't think, but I accidentally had the stream running in the back, and I hope the sound was muted. Alright, so, catching up. Gotcha, and yeah, I watched wrestling in the early 2000s mostly. Okay, I was watching wrestling around that time as well. Like, I started a little earlier, late 90s. Attitude Era was really when I got invested to it. I was playing the Nintendo 64 wrestling games, and that really got me into the sport. And I liked the storylines, and there was a lot of great wrestlers at the time. And it was around the time that WWE bought ECW, where it kind of fell apart for me, and I bailed out for a long time. This song is giving me flashbacks. I think I made a terrible anime music video set to a remix of this in high school. Man, you gotta post that. I would love to see it. And then audio is clean. Fantastic. Alright, so quick room tour of what I've changed. I've prettied up the place a little bit. Long gone, damn. Yeah, so in the process of cleaning up, like trying to make the streaming space a little cooler, I've done some decorating. I moved the camera, I moved the desk, moved the camera, try and get the curtain out of the way, so we're seeing less of that now. Still kind of in the shot, but we'll work on that. You're still seeing the entirety of this wall though, and some of the stuff we have there. So I've got now a big frame piece of art. Right now it's Cammy from Street Fighter Alpha. I've got a number of pictures in frames of that size, so I'll be swapping those in and out from stream to stream. I've got a comic book that's a signed edition of New 52 Wonder Woman #1, signed by Brian Azzarello. It's not a first print, so it's not as valuable, but it's one of my favorite comic series, and it's autographed, so I thought we'd throw that one up there first. Snorlax, of course, down there. We've got the Magneto mask just behind me. I've had that for a little while. I bought it a couple years ago. It was being cleared out at a Hot Topic, and I was like, yeah, it's like a pretty cool looking Magneto mask. Let's throw that up. I thought that would look cool. I've got a spot for vinyl just above my head. Right now we've got Wu-Tang Enter the 36 Chambers, which is actually the only piece of vinyl I own to my name. But we do have a bunch of records here. It's mostly my father-in-law's and Steph's records, so I'll swap stuff in and out as we go. Maybe I'll buy more vinyl or something that can fit in that spot as well. And then I've got new stuff. We've got the Rey Mysterio Jr. mask. That's been there for a little while. The Raptor signs on each end. The Extra Life medal from the Marathon. Got the guitar back there. And there's a little poster for Boss Rush. So shout-outs to the whole Boss Rush crew. Do I have the buttons working on this screen? I don't know if I do. I'm scared to hit it. It might crash the screen. Okay, we're not going to do it here. But yeah, shoutouts to Jason, John, Matt, Chris, Rachel. Guys, got you all up on in the wall, immortalized. So yeah, that's the room for now. I'm going to be swapping pieces in and out as we go. So there'll always be something fun to look at. You unlocked a special theme. Visit the Customize menu to enable it. Let's do that. Customize. So this is a new section in Tetris 99. So I think we get... There we go. Now we get it permanently unlocked. I guess for the event, we get to play the Game Boy skin, and if you have to get 100 points to keep it. Which isn't a lot. Like, we just got... I mean, I had to win to get 100 points, but... Not bad at all. Alright, Faco Spyro Robot. Who's your favorite wrestler all time? My top two are, yeah, Rey Mysterio and Rob Van Dam, who I actually got to meet last year at Hamilton Comic-Con. I got a selfie with him, and I posted it on my Instagram. Mankind, Mick Foley, yes. Fantastic. I watched one of his panels from, I think it was Toronto Comic-Con a couple years ago, where he dropped by with his daughter, Noelle Foley. And yeah, he seems like a genuinely nice person. And he did some crazy stuff to himself that I hope no one ever does again. Just now understanding the science of the human body and understanding now the horrors that he subjected his body to for the sake of entertainment. It's not worth it. And it's kind of bothered me how they're still... Like, it set off this whole trend of... And I mean, the combination of Mick Foley and ECW and all of the hardcore title, just that whole shift towards being more extreme. Like, the ramp just kept going higher, and people were doing crazier and crazier stuff, and just putting themselves in really dangerous spots for the sake of entertainment. Yeah, man, you can't fake some of that crap. That guy was insane. Yeah. And, like, I've seen some wild stuff, even recently. It was last year. I follow Reddit Squared Circle where they talk about wrestling, and there's this one spot, one moment in the Philippines where this wrestler who's just wearing like your standard trunks, and so like bare skin at the top, and he had this spot where he got on the top rope, poured gasoline on himself, and set his skin on fire, set his body on fire, and then tried to do a jumping splash on the people below. And the people below were like, nope, I don't want to get set on fire, and they just bailed out. They didn't really catch him, and he just kind of fell to the floor. And like, to what end do you have to go to entertain people? I don't think setting your skin on fire is a reasonable ask of anyone, regardless of the circumstances. And so yeah, as I've gotten older, I've gotten way more sensitive to watching stuff like that. Like, I care about the livelihoods of these people, and I want to make sure that you still find a way to be entertaining and exciting and have like crazy acrobatic moments and stuff, but I don't want to see you die. I don't want to see you permanently injure yourself. I know it's going to happen in the ring one way or another, but like, not like that. That's too much. That's too much to ask. Did you ever see the South Park wrestling episode? I don't remember that off the top of my head, so I'm gonna guess no. I don't really follow South Park, but there was a stretch of like a year where I was into it. Like watching reruns on Cartoon Network. It was around the time of the South Park movie is when I watched / stopped. Okay, top 50. They basically portrayed it as Shakespeare in the park. Nice. Yeah, I follow it really weird now. I've talked about it on the blog a little bit, but like, I'm like a weird postmodern wrestling fan. I can't sit through the shows. I find there's Raw and SmackDown, like, it's too much wrestling that I want to watch at any given time, and the writing is really bad. Like, current WWE storylines are a mess right now, and they have been for quite some time. I think it's going to continue to be that way for as long as Vince McMahon is running that show, because he's crazy. I can't watch that much wrestling, and so like I follow it on Reddit mostly. I read what's good, what's bad. I watch YouTube clips after the fact of people talking about their thoughts on the episodes and just like having a general idea of where the story's going. And then, I think the thing Steph and I try and catch, Steph got into it through Total Divas, and that's kind of why I'm sort of back in now, is because, yeah, Steph was watching Total Divas, got really into it, and then there was a house show that was happening during the Christmas time, and we were like, yeah, let's go check it out, and that's kind of how we got back in. Well, Steph wasn't never really in until then. So I follow it loosely online, and we try and catch the local shows when they come into town. And yeah, we got tickets to a pay-per-view, which I'm really excited to bring Steph to, because she hasn't seen like one of the big shows live. Oh, I see your message. It's getting a little heated here. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, we got 2 badges going in a top 10, which is pretty good. Okay. We need to bring that tower stack down, though. Okay, there we go. Down, top 10. Oh, that's not where I wanted that to go, but okay, I'll take it. Alright. Alright, let's go. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but okay. Slow down, Jet. We can... If I keep a cool head, we should be able to get through this okay. There we go. Top 5. Top 5. Top 5 Tetris players of all time. Dylon. Man, I reference that in my day-to-day life way too much. I miss Chappelle Show so much. There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright. There we go. There. Woo! Top 3. Okay, well... I think we're in a... Oh, we could have set up a T-spin right there. Alright, now's not the time to be thinking about T-spins, especially when we're gonna get smashed really hard in a sec. Let's see if we can recover. Okay. Okay, top 2. Oh no. Okay. That... Can we get... Oh no. This is not... Damn it, I blocked that hole. I didn't... Uh-oh. No! Oh, please, right here. There. Please tell me that's it. What? We're still going. Uh-oh. Oh, I see that flash. Yes! Oh! Oh, that was too close. Too close. Go back to back. Whew. Whew. Oh. I'll take it. Top 2 when I'm not 2. Did you see the crazy stuff Vince does thread on Twitter? He's literally not a sane person. Yes, he is not. I've seen that thread. I've seen more stories like that about him and his the way he operates and his views on the world. It's crazy. It really is. Yeah, on one hand, like, he had the foresight to buy up all the local federations and get their tape archives and build this juggernaut that he has, but at the same time, he's such a quirky person with some serious control issues. Down to the point where he's still feeding commentary word for word into the announcer's ears. Like, man. It's okay. It's okay, Vince. You can let it go. Alright, let's go back at it. If you're just tuning in, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com, a personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. And we just won 2 games of Tetris 99. I should have a counter for that. I know a lot of people do that. Be back later. Got to get back to work. Alright, cool. Thank you so much, Fake Ghost Pirate Robot. If I'm not here by the time you come back, hope you have a great long weekend. And we'll talk soon. Thank you for dropping by. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, Jet from inthirdperson.com, playing some Tetris 99. Maximus Cup happening right now. I have not won the Maximus Cup yet, despite... We've been close. I think both times we were just short of the cutoff. Actually, no, the first time I wasn't. I didn't really get a chance to play, so I wasn't close. The second time we were off by like 100 points. And we'll see this time. I'm going to expect the cutoff is going to be higher because people have an idea now that I have to hit at least what the cutoff was last time. And it's the long weekend. I've got stuff going on. So who knows? We're going to try. But I do love that Nintendo continues to support this game with promotions to get people playing, to keep people playing. Not that it necessarily... I mean, yeah, I guess there's going to be... So that's the thing, like, I love Tetris 99. I will probably continue playing this game till the end of time. Even if it was just what the game was before they launched the DLC. Just because I love base Tetris that much. And competitive Tetris in this particular manner is amazing. That said, there's probably the majority of people who play Tetris 99 have like never won any game because like the people who play this game are absolute monsters. And so yeah, the odds of winning are slim, and so you have to incentivize the greater populace to come back even though they may just play and get demolished every time. Other stuff happening in Nintendo Switch land. The Nintendo Direct happened. We should be talking about this. Super Mario Maker 2. I was not interested in that game going into that Direct. Like, I played... I have the first Super Mario Maker. I think it's a lot of fun for what it is. But I'm not that big of a level creator person. Like, I had Little Big Planet. I didn't really use it that much. And despite, yeah, the tools being super cool. And with Mario Maker, I thought they were more fun, more intuitive. And, like, I'm just not that interested in building stuff. And when I would go to play online, I just felt like most of the levels I ran into were not great. It's just a lot of people making super hard and trolley levels. And that just wasn't for me. So... And I didn't want to do the effort to, like, dig online to find the best levels, so I just didn't do it. But when I watched the Mario Maker 2 Direct, I was floored by the amount of updates they were making to that game. Tearful, do you have any tips for improving in this game? So first of all, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. And tips for improving at Tetris 99. I guess it depends, like, on, like, what your skill level is. Like, tell me about where you're at as a Tetris player. Have you won any matches in Tetris 99 yet? You still trying to get that first one? I mean, I could just start firing off tips as they come up, but I want to try and give you a more personalized answer. I can do T-spins, I can do S-spins, I still didn't win. See, that's funny. I only started doing T-spins recently, and I don't think you need T-spins to win. I really don't. I've won dozens of times at this point, and most of that didn't involve a T-spin at all. I think that T-spins are very situational. I mean, there's situations, and once you get practice, you can do it, but I don't necessarily think T-spins are the be-all. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Truly appreciated. I don't think it's the be-all, end-all. Like, I just won 2 games back-to-back on stream. Didn't use a T-spin. Part of it is going to be how... I guess there's some strategy with regards to how you target. By default, I have it set to attackers. Like, I'm not good at... Oh, we're probably going to lose here. Of course, I just brag about winning back-to-back, and now it's looking really ugly for me. Can we do classic jet escape here? I don't think so. I don't have the pieces for it. Nah. That's okay, top 8. We'll take it. Oh, 7? Wait, where did we finish? Okay, 9. Fine. I just want to get my first win. I know, but it just looks cool, to be honest. Yes, it does. T-spins look cool. I guess some things I can say. I wouldn't try and go too far out of your way to make a T-spin. Like, if it's right in front of you, go for it. But otherwise, like, I personally am just more comfortable going for a regular Tetris just because I've been playing Tetris for decades and that's what makes me comfortable. I want to learn triple T-spins. Again, like, that is so situational. And I watched a video of Talfo doing, like, back-to-back T-spin triples and, like, nah, this is way too much work. The Dabble Trigger at Tearful, look up how to DT cannon. Man, you guys with the... Well, one, Dabble Trigger, welcome. Hello. I know I've seen the name before. I don't know if we've talked recently. I mean, my broader Tetris philosophy is, as I'm stacking blocks, I try to... Yeah, I don't know what DT cannon is either. I will have to look that up. I'm going to write that down right now. DT cannon. In terms of targeting, when I have enough for a Tetris, I flip it up to KO, drop it. Ideally, it's tall enough I can do back-to-back. Then I switch to random, then I switch to attackers. Let's switch the camera back. So switch to KO to hit the person most likely to be knocked out. Switch to random to get the attacker settings off of me, and then go back to attackers to defend myself. Is generally my flow. I try to get at least 2 badges going into top 10. Badges, here we go. So drop that, switch to random, switch to attackers. Other things, I try to set up my board so that I can always drop whatever pieces may come next. So I try and have a space that's flat for the squares. I try to have angle pieces to make shapes or spaces for the J pieces and the L pieces and the S pieces, Z pieces, Z pieces. Make sure to have room for everything. I also try and set up my board so that I don't need 2 straight lines to fill up a Tetris. That's not always possible, but that is what I try to set, how I try to arrange my board. I try to make it as versatile as possible so I can drop the next pieces. Other things, like, there are times, inevitably you're going to have to create gaps in your spacing, and I think with time, you just have to understand, like, I know I'm cutting my board off right now in the immediate term, but long term I can fix this. And Dabble Trigger, how you doing this morning? Or this evening? I don't know where you are in the world. Twitch is a global space. You might be in Australia. I have no idea. How you doing? And then also, there's times when people are sending junk blocks at you. and you're trying to build the big Tetris or T-spin triple or whatever it is. And I think sometimes it's better to take like back-to-back singles in order to lower that stack than it is to keep building for the Tetris. Just to get that stack lower and protect yourself. My best place ever was 4th. Not bad. Okay. 4th is pretty good. I just can't handle the speed at the last 10. Oh, that's the... So the speed at the last 10, the big thing there is to understand or to be comfortable with moving blocks on the ground. I think understanding the ground spin and knowing which pieces can move where relative to where you are on the board. And understanding, like, the square piece when it goes super fast is really tricky because it can get stuck in a spot you don't want it to. And so knowing that, like, okay, I need to bend the... Or I need to make it lean hard to the side, like holding the joystick or the D-pad. Oh, jeez. I needed that straight line. Oh, well. Yeah, so my stats right now, we'll just flash them on screen real quick. How much I've played. I don't think I have the highest winning percentage or anything like that, but... So yeah, we've played 376 games, and we've won 51. That's not bad. I think, yeah, I would assume that most people haven't won at all, so I'll take 51 Ws. But yeah, I think for top 10, definitely practice moving pieces along the ground. And if all else fails, mash. As long as you're spinning, I mean, there's a set period of time where the block is going to stick regardless of how many times you spin, but you have more time to move if you keep spinning. So yeah, when you're on the ground, worst case, just keep spinning till it fits. And that's, I guess, the scrub tactic to start with before you get comfortable. How did you get that theme? All right, so Maximus Cup is happening right now, and I think by default, you are using this skin. But if you want to use it after the event, you have to earn at least 100 points, and then you will unlock it permanently. So yeah, I thought you had to unlock it first before you could get access to the skin, but it's set by this as soon as you start the game right now. So make sure to play it this weekend, get the 100 points, and then you can set it to your skin permanently. At Tearful, it's part of the event. Also doing good. I'm about 600 points so far. Awesome! Devil Trigger, did you win Maximus Cup last time? I heard the cutoff was from my brother who won and did some research. The cutoff seemed to be about 2,100 points, and I finished at 2,000 points. So I'm still a little salty about that. Ah, see, now we're in a bad spot. I don't have a good spot for that space or piece, but we'll just now start to focus on digging ourselves out of that. There we go, create another gap. But, there we go, fixed. Just like that. And yeah, now we're laughing. So definitely get comfortable with the scenarios of how the blocks can fit and know what type of short-term sacrifices you can make for long-term gain. Like, yeah, that's a bad thing to block in the immediate term, but now we're fine. Okay, 100 points, not bad. Just once. Okay, yeah, I mean, winning once out of 2 events is still pretty good. I love that they have this as a reward for other players of, like, the vast majority of people that are playing this event are not going to win any money, but hey, we'll give you this skin if you put in at least a little bit of elbow grease. Ah, this is not good. This is not good. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna get hit really bad in a sec. Okay, let's just try and whittle this down a little bit. Oh, no, I didn't want to use that piece so soon. Okay. Ah. That sucks. So yeah, do you guys have anything exciting going on this weekend besides? Are you guys going to be grinding out the Maximus Cup all weekend? Oh, geez, I also realized I messed up my stream. Let's see if we can fix that here real quick. Oh, geez, I don't know if I'm gonna get it back. Ah, darn it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Microsoft. Oh man. Okay. Sorry, I have closed captioning as an option on my stream. Or like it's something I've been trying to do and I forgot to turn it on at the start of the stream, so I currently don't have it. Apologies to anyone who likes the closed captioning feature. I try to have it on every stream and I just forgot to turn it on this morning. So, unfortunately, not on. That's okay. Well, it's not okay, but we'll make do as best we can. I'll try and fix it. But right now, OBS is not reading it as a source. Okay. In the meantime, let's try and get another W. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, throwing this question out for both of you and everyone else on the stream. What was your introduction to Tetris? What's your story? Your Tetris origin story. For me, it was Tetris on DOS. My mom worked at an engineering company, and they had a bunch of computers around, and on weekends sometimes she would have to go into the office to do some work. And she was like, here, she just threw me in front of the computer, go entertain yourself for a while I get stuff done. And one of the computers had Tetris, and that is how I discovered this game as a kid. Oh, that was a terrible drop. And then from there was Tetris on the NES, Tetris on the Game Boy. Pretty much every other Tetris after that. Tetris DS is still my all-time favorite Tetris, though this one could possibly be #1 when all is said and done, depending on how many updates Nintendo has planned for it. I know we've got the Big Block DLC, which I did buy, and it's alright. I mean, getting to play against the computer, play classic Tetris offline is nice. I know not everybody wants to just throw themselves to the wolves and play online all the time. And for that particular player base, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic addition. Though I know there's a sizable portion of the Tetris 99 player base that will never touch that stuff. They just want to play this all the time. And I feel the same way. But I want to play Tetris when I'm on the train. I commute a lot to work. And having a way to play Tetris without being online is great. Great for me. Okay, we got 3 KOs. Alright. There we go. Clean that up. No. Alright. Yeah, Tetris has had a bit of a renaissance. First with Puyo Puyo Tetris. That's a very good version of Tetris and Puyo Puyo. You get both of those games together and they mix them in all sorts of interesting ways. And then Tetris Effect is great. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to go back to that one anytime soon because it doesn't have any sort of competitive or multiplayer component. It's just got leaderboards, but it's such a cool experience. It's such a cool vibe. And we are about to lose unless we can pull a rabbit out of our hat now. No, we can't. Hello from the office. Hey, Jenna. How's it going? I hope work is going all right for you. I've got a half day I've got the day off today for the long weekend. So off today, off Monday. I hope things are going well with you. And I hope you don't have to work too long today. Realizing some stuff here. Let me see if I can get these closed captions working again. Here, let's, I'll open, oh. Apologies for the delay here. Okay. No closed captions for now. But yeah, Jenna, we're just talking about Tetris and how we discovered Tetris for the first time. And yeah, for me it was Tetris on the computer. But I also actually remember... so maybe this is an Asian family thing. I did not grow up with an NES. I grew up with a Famicom. And you're wondering, like, yeah, the Famicom is the Japanese NES. How the heck did you get one here in the Western world? Well, I got a Famicom because my parents bought one at, like, our local Chinatown. And they got the Famicom over the NES because of the pirated games. You could buy a Famicom with, like, a game called 52 in 1, which was 52 NES games for the price of one, and the games were not the greatest games. You'd get, like, 5 versions of Super Mario 1, you would get The Legend of Kage, and Mappy, and some really deep-cut stuff, but my parents are like, Jet's a kid, he's not a discerning gamer at this point, he's gonna enjoy any video games, he's not gonna care. So, we're gonna get the Famicom and just buy these bootleg games, and that'll keep him happy forever. Of course it didn't. I would go to my friends' places and be like, hey, their system's different than mine. My friends would judge me. All of a sudden, like, the new Ninja Turtles game would come out, and I don't have it, and they don't have, like, that game didn't get bootlegged. So it was a whole situation. My parents did buy an adapter so I could play North American games on it, and that helped. For me, it was NES, but the DS Lite and then Facebook Tetris was hot in university. Study distressor. Oh, hold on. I see there's a white box. Oh man, I can't pause the stream. I think it's actually working now. Let's see if it's actually gonna do the thing. There we go. Alright, captions are back. Apologize for the technical difficulties there, but I might have to update the stream description as well to show that the captions are on. I was introduced about a year ago with PPT memes. Oh, I don't know what PPT memes are, but I have not heard that Tetris origin story in all of the questions all the times I've asked that question. So that's cool. Like, Tetris is such an old game, and I think about it from terms of how I discovered it in the old days, but people have Tetris stories throughout the decades now, and they discover it all sorts of different ways. Yeah, Facebook Tetris was big for a whole generation at the time, and I think it's Tetris with friends on PC as well, like before Facebook was a popular way to play the game. And look up Etc's YouTube channel, he makes meme videos about playing. Okay, cool. I will write that down. ETCE YouTube. Got it. Jenna, do you have anything exciting going on this long weekend? And for the rest of everybody, the rest of the group, what do you guys got going on this weekend, long weekend? It's a long weekend where I'm from. But if it's not for you, what do you got going on? Excited for Game of Thrones? Hanging out with the family? Hey, good morning! Player 2 start. Randy, how's it going? Maximus Cup. Or are you just grinding the Maximus Cup? I got basketball to watch. Toronto Raptors. Hoping that they win. top 32. Do 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 do. I don't think there are eShop points available this time. Oh, that's unfortunate. I really wanted them eShop points. If we don't have it, then no, I'm not going to grind Tetris 99 this weekend. I've done my work. So maybe we'll stream other stuff this weekend. Maybe some Overwatch. Maybe some Mortal Kombat. I played a little more Mortal Kombat the other day. I was playing it with Ben from, I guess, the old days at Splitkick, and we had a lot of fun. That game is really good. I'm still bad at it, but it's a really well done game. I know people have some issues with the economy around some of the single player content, but as a multiplayer game, playing it online competitively, fantastic. And nice to see, Randy, that you're at home. Yeah, Steph and I will be doing some... Oh, I could I have done a T-spin setup there? I don't know. But we're almost top 10, so that's good. And I think we're... I don't want to jinx it. There we go. We almost top 10. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, we're just sending out all the junk right now because everybody's coming at my head. Bring it. Woo! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might have spoken too soon, because we do not... Because now that's going to block that. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. See, that was not necessarily the... Okay. I used the straight line there, even though I could have tried to save it for later. I just wanted to get the stack down. Same there. Like, just to keep that lower... But now we're in a really rough spot, and we're probably going to lose here. Ah! Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. That sucks. But yeah, Jenna Randy, as you can see, we've decorated. We've also changed up the layout a bit. We're widescreen now. And yeah, we did a tour a little earlier. Nice transition effect. Mulligan, hey, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for the compliment on the transition effects. Yeah, I've been putting in a lot of work to try and make the stream a little slicker in terms of production quality. So we got transitions, we've got the closed captions happening over here. We got the full widescreen layout so you guys can all hang out with me in the basement in this cool space. I'm going to be rotating in and out some things. So I've got different comic books framed up that can go up there. I've got different art pieces that can go over here, wherever that is. We've got the boss rush picture of the whole squad in the back. That's going to stay there, though. All right, let's go back at it. So yeah, Mulligoon, how you been? Also, I was checking out one of your VODs. I can't remember what you were streaming at the time. It was a game I'd never heard of. And I saw you got rated by, like, a bunch of people. And that was pretty awesome to watch your reaction to that, because they were talking... They had their own conversation going, and you didn't even notice that they were there, so I found that kind of funny. But yeah, like, okay, Mulligan's here, Randy's here. We should get the Paladins band back together. Stream that one. My channel or yours. Uh-oh. Okay, bring that down, bring that down. But yeah, for everyone else just tuning in, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com, a personal look at video games, board games, other nerdy pursuits, Tetris 99, Maximus Cup weekend. Not actually sure if they're giving out money this time, but you can get the sweet Game Boy skin if you... Well, you get the Game Boy skin at the start, but if you want to keep the skin, you gotta earn 100 points, which is not that hard. Worst case, you're playing, what, 100 times? I guess, yeah, that's pretty bad. But odds are you will do better than 99th place every time. So, shouldn't take too much work to get this skin. I wonder if I'm going to use this skin forever. I like the skin a lot. And I guess I did play this skin for decades in the old Game Boy game. I think I want more music. Give me Tetris Type B and Type C, please. Even new music I'm okay with. Maybe not necessarily with this skin, but... Okay, burn that line, burn this other line. Well, Lagoon says, pretty good. Got some news lately that's been occupying my headspace. Basically, it was announced that my current job, as I know it, is expiring at the end of the year. Oh, dude, I am so sorry to hear that. That's awful news. Oh, man. That's tough. This skin slows my play down. Ah. I've gotten second place 4 times now. Oh, man, Double Trigger. I hope you get it. Next one you got it. And Mulligan, again, sorry to hear that. I hope you're able to, at least you have time now to find, I guess you will have time to find something else and transition off of that. Maybe do that same job somewhere else or transition to something new. I mean, I've won twice, but seriously, Nintendo. Yeah, we gotta do that. Oh, man. This is not... So, Randy, I'm guessing then you are playing default. I needed the colors of the modern skin. Okay. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from on that. Like, I feel like I've gotten comfortable with the Tetris 99 colors, which are like default Tetris. Yeah, at least I got notice. Basically, everyone has to reapply, but if I wanted to stay with this company and reapply, it would require I move far from home and family, so not quite wanting to move that far away. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, relocating is... That's tough, and I guess the older you get, and I know you've got, like, wife and kid, and so that becomes a lot harder to just pick up and go. Well, whatever the case, keep me posted. I hope you're able to sort things out. You've got time, and I have no idea if I can help you at all in... That's a terrible drop in your search, but if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Here we go. Question for the chat. What is the worst... Yeah, let's go worst job you've had, without naming, like, names of companies or anything like that. And we're gonna... This is a horrible round. Let's see if we can dig ourselves out of this. Worst jobs. I think, for me, it was... I actually worked with Randy in this one. My mom used to work for a company that did... Like, it was a specialized form of tax work. And... this is bad. Horrible. Oh my goodness. And so it was a data entry job where the entire thing was I take a piece of paper, I look at the numbers, I go to the Excel sheet, I type in that number on the sheet and like whatever other information, put that sheet aside, go to the next one. So it was just this like operation that took like 20 seconds, and I had to repeat that for 8 hours a day. And that was really hard to do. I know there's other like physical labor jobs, and I've done stuff that was more physically demanding, but I think just the monotony of that particular position really got me down. And that's where I discovered podcasts, actually. So it was like up at that till that point, I'd heard of podcasts. But podcasts wasn't really something I checked out. And I know Randy was listening to podcasts at the time. And for me, like, I would have my MP3 player, and I would just immediately get tired of the music that I had on there. Like, I can't listen. I have my favorite music on here, but I can't listen to my favorite songs every day for 8 hours a day. And I needed something different in my ears as the days would go on. And at that point, I decided to start listening to podcasts. And so I was listening to One Up Yours was the big one for me. IGN Game Scoop. The Hot Spot by GameSpot. Player Start, we were ahead of the curve on podcasts. Yeah, that was boring. And we were ahead. In hindsight, we were ahead of the curve on podcasts, for sure. I'm glad to see podcasts starting to kind of turn the corner and start to make money. I know it's still tough to generate revenue off a podcast, but at least people are starting to see the benefits and are enjoying the medium. And so yeah, I was listening to podcasts about video games. I love the How Stuff Works series of podcasts for a while, just getting the news. Sports was a big one. Lots of basketball podcasts I would listen to. Still listen to now. Every YouTuber has a podcast or book now, or both. Yep. I mean, that's one of the bigger things about like content creation 101 now is a lot of people are trying to move away from just doing one thing. Because, I mean, one, it's more opportunities to make money, more opportunities to build your audience, but people are genuinely concerned that you don't want to put all your eggs in one platform, because what happens if something changes on that platform and it doesn't work out for you? Like, the number of Vine stars that, like, their entire livelihood got taken away once Vine just collapsed as a platform. So now people are just trying to find other ways of expanding their footprint. And I mean, even for me, like, I'm still writing my blog for a decade, and now I've been doing the streaming stuff. I've been trying to post on social every day. And just trying to get my footprint wider and not relying on just one place for everything. Because you never know. Yeah, and streaming's opened up a lot for me. I know the vast majority of people who watch me on Twitch would never have found me on my blog. That said, I know there are a number of bloggers. There are a number of people who follow my blog that wouldn't have found my Twitch, and so on. Like, it's an opportunity to reach more people with what you're doing. And like, yeah, projects wise, like, I still want to I want to do my YouTube channel properly someday. Right now it's mostly just uploading these streams and having clips from the streams, but I want to do like actual produced content. I want to do an audio podcast someday. I know Boss Rush kind of scratches that itch, but it's kind of a different thing. And I'm trying to make that more video heavy so that you can't just download the audio and it's the same thing. Like, I want that to be a video show where the people who benefit most are the people who watch it live. But yeah, I have all these ideas of projects in my head and I can only do so much at a time. So yeah, big focus of late has been trying to redesign the stream layout. Figuring out if this is even feasible, like having full screen gameplay, having the captions go, wide webcam and all that. One step at a time. As long as I'm getting a little bit better every day as a creator in one facet or another, I'm good with that. Also, we're almost top 10. I'm gonna be in and out. No worries. I appreciate you dropping by. Don't get fired because you're watching me or have the stream on in the background while you work. Oh, geez, that was a terrible drop. Okay, we'll slip that through, and we can clean that up, though. Alright, switching subjects here. What did you guys think of the Super Mario Maker Direct? I think I started to tell the story earlier on stream, and then I got cut off. For whatever reason. It was probably I went on another tangent or something. I think it looks really good. I think the one thing I wanted to see was if they would set up the ability for people to string together a series of their own levels as part of, like, a world. And that doesn't seem to be in there right now, but I think they over-delivered otherwise. There's so much new stuff in there. New modes. I think setting the precedent that they're able to break from the traditional Mario formula to put in Super Mario 3D World and having that empty space and game styles in plural. Love that. I'm super excited. Might have to dust off the Wii U to recreate my old levels. Uh-oh. We are getting hit really hard at the end here. Ah, no. Oh, man, we were right there. Damn it, second place. Ah. And Mulligan says, like, I'm excited, and it's definitely nice that even if you aren't a creator, you will have plenty to do just by experiencing other people's content. Yeah, I mean, the first Super Mario Maker had that too, but I always felt like I just found really crappy or trolly levels. I hope the tagging's a bit better, and I love the idea of being able to play online co-op and versus. That's going to do so much for me. If, like, playing co-op with friends and playing versus online and having ranks and stuff, I love the idea of competitive Mario. It doesn't look like there's money attached to this one. Ah, okay. I kind of wish they would have had a game mode that had some building as part of the gameplay. Yeah, that would have been interesting too. I think when people saw story mode, the idea was like, oh, I have to build a level for Mario to get through or something. But it's not. Ultimate Chicken Horse is the perfect example of the light building aspects that are incorporated while you play. Okay, I haven't heard of that one, but I'll write that down as well. Ultimate Chicken Horse. All right. Between rounds, you add platforms, obstacles from a box of stuff. Okay, cool. Man, Mulligan, you and I can always count on you to come with the super hipster video game picks, the super hipster music picks. I can't remember the last time you recommended music. I did download. Was it? Started with a C. I can't remember. I remember you going into a record store and buying it because the album art was cool. And I remember listening to that album and like, oh yeah, I gotta talk to him about what I thought about it. And now I don't remember what it is. Malibu Ken, that was it. And now I don't remember the music. I remember listening to it and remembering that we had to talk about it at some point, and I forgot. The goal is to make it difficult for the other players, but still possible for you to reach the end goal. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think Super Mario Maker with what they've added now is going to be so great as a content creator and as a streamer, being able to play that with friends and just like, my head's already spinning. Like, I've already got preliminary plans to stream Mario Maker with some friends, and like, I could see like an entire channel being dedicated to just, it's me and my 3 friends, and we're just going to take on random levels from the internet forever. And that could be an amazing show. Maybe I should do that. Just change the channel to just Mario Maker stuff. Not necessarily too late. I haven't committed to anything on my channel just yet and what this is. I think Tetris 99, though, is going to be a thing going forward. SteamWorld Heist is only $5.99 if you like Mario Rabbids. I love SteamWorld Heist. That is a fantastic game. And I did love Mario Rabbids as well. But yes, for everyone else on the chat that has not played SteamWorld Heist, go grab that while it is on sale. Fantastic game. And it was one of the few games where the moment I beat that game, the first thing I did was restart the campaign, the New Game Plus. Because I was just like, nope, I'm not ready to finish playing this game, and I beat it all over again. I want to pick up SteamWorld Quest. That's on my short list of things to pick up. My wife and I are going on vacation in a couple of weeks, and I will announce formal plans for how this is going to be handled. My wife and I are going on vacation in a couple of weeks to England and to Paris and to London. So, not going to be streaming for a couple of weeks, but I will have some stuff airing on the channel during that time. Some deep cuts and some greatest hits. That reminds me, I have to get back to work on that, so that you guys have some stuff to watch while I am away. Guns Gore and Cannoli 2 is fantastic as well. Definitely has that Contra Metal Slug vibe, and it actually has online co-op. Awesome. I do love me some Contra-like games. I still have to pick up... I know Cuphead is very Contra-esque. I've been scared off because that game seemed really hard when Randy and I played it at a convention, and we got destroyed. Okay. 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 Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Bring it down. Little more. Little more. We're gonna get smacked by these blocks soon, but... that might have killed me right there. Yeah. And the last one I picked up was Fury. Beat the first 2 bosses of Fury so far, and I'm loving it. Another second. Ah, damn it, Dabble Fruit Trigger. Doing better than me, though. I wish I was second. We got second a few times, but it's kind of shaky. We'll keep going. What time is it? We've streaming... yeah, we'll stream for like another half hour, and then I gotta carry on with our day. We gotta have some brunch. Enjoy the weather outside. It's beautiful right now in my neck of the woods. We got a hammock to set up this evening. Or this afternoon. Did I play No More Heroes? No, I have not. I completely missed out on that series and have no affinity towards it either way. I know it has a super... it has a following. But yeah, during the Wii era, I missed out on that one. I was definitely more Xbox 360 focused at the time. That's something I should get back to. I've been... there's so much stuff I want to play, so much stuff I want to stream. Did you ever play... yeah, but I want to be at 1,000 in a bit. then yeah, that hitting second place really hurts in that regard. Yeah, there's a lot of 360 stuff I would love to stream at some point, but again, I only have a couple days a week to stream, and I'm not sure if that's really what I want to do, is like use this time as like the opportunity to make video and document all these games, or is it to like hang out with you guys with games that you're more interested in watching, start playing hot new games right now, like stuff for me to figure out. Oh geez, what am I? Okay, let's fix that real quick. There we go. Okay. Going. Fury is like half twin stick shooter, half No More Heroes. Fun combination, and the art style is beautiful. Definitely about memorizing, timing, counterattack to beat the boss. Yeah, I've seen like pictures of it, and I know it was talked about a lot in Giant Bomb's Game of the year it originally came out. And I thought it looked really cool. I just haven't gotten around to it. Oh, dude, what am I doing? That was a terrible drop, and we're probably going to lose because of that. Cut off the board. There. That's not necessarily... yeah, we're going to lose anyway. Terrible performance. Alright, back at it. So question for the group, for those who do stream, how are your streams going? Really good. I haven't seen... I don't know if you've been streaming lately. I haven't... Yeah, how are the streams going for you guys? I know, Randy, you stream a little bit. Do you plan on streaming this weekend at all? Okay. Probably not. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've kind of fallen out of practice. I might try to get a stream in this weekend. Cool. I will try and watch, like, it depends on what time, but, like, I'm going to be in and out most of this weekend, but I will try and watch if I can. Definitely check out the VOD afterwards. Are you... Do you enjoy... I mean, I guess you... If you didn't enjoy it, you wouldn't do it at all, but, like... Tell me about your feelings towards the streaming experience. Like it, not like it, what do you like, not like? Same with you, Randy. Like, what do you enjoy about the process? What do you not like? Do you have ambitions of doing this any more seriously? How do you like streaming on Twitch versus streaming on YouTube if you've done both? Yeah, before streaming on Twitch, I was streaming on YouTube, and I got no traction at the time. And it's tough for me to say, like, would I have done better on YouTube now than back before? Like, on one hand, I gained a lot of momentum on Twitch, but at the same time, like, my stream sucked when I was on YouTube. And my stream sucked when I started on Twitch, too. And how much of the growth that I got on Twitch was because it's Twitch, or how much was it because I got better during this time that I was on Twitch? I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever know that answer. What I did like about streaming on YouTube is I found the delay between the video and the chat was a lot shorter. And I like the convenience that it also tied into, like, all the YouTube stuff I already had. Yeah, the problem was just that nobody was watching. But I do love certain aspects of the YouTube streaming experience. I love the idea of the super chat and giving the infrastructure for creators to receive donations from people who want their message shown up on the stream like that. I don't think Twitch has that like built in as a thing. Oligan says, I think live streaming is about community. It's been great seeing all these small streamers come together and help each other out. It's interesting the amount of viewers that are streamers themselves. Yeah. I mean, I think at this point there's like 4 million active Twitch streamers. And that's definitely the big difference between live streaming and pre-produced content is it's definitely, and it took me a while to figure that out as well. It's about community, it's about relationships, and being able to connect with the people that are watching you. And really about being interactive and being a part of that experience. And that's why people come to watch any stream, not just mine, but any of them. And for some people, that part is really hard. And it does take practice of being able to communicate well in this weird sort of asymmetrical experience where I have a microphone and you guys are chatting on the other end. And yeah, collaboration and being friends with other channels, the networking part, that's a whole thing that I haven't really done or put much effort into. I love to see a streamer versus a series. Like have streamer versus viewers challenge another streamer, their viewers, something like Paladins. That'd be interesting. I think when squad streaming becomes a more accessible feature, that'll be a lot more exciting to watch. Being able to have like all of that set up in one interface. Because yeah, like the Boss Rush crew and we've talked about squad streaming a lot because it would help us out so much with the ideas we have for streaming together. But right now it's just partner only. Okay, let's try and get to top 10. I think we're... Of course, I'm going to say that, and then we're going to lose again. But... all it takes is one person to smash you really hard with a ton of junk blocks to completely change the outlook of a game in this. Oh, man. Just like that. Okay, drop it. Drop it. Put that there. Oh, why was I spinning? I was spinning for the next block. Ah! Okay, top 10, guys. Let's go. Okay, there we go. There. Uh-oh. I'm not liking the use of the eye block there. Okay. Okay, we can... I wanted to be that clear by now, but... Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Top 5. Uh-oh. This is real bad. Oh, come on. Can we get like one more win before we close out the stream? Like one more. We've been going, yeah, like 20 more minutes. A couple more games. We could do it. I have a show and tell idea. I mean, I've talked about a couple of these games already, but... And actually, there's one that I don't actually know where it is right now. Okay, maybe we'll save it for next time. I was thinking doing Tetris show and tell. I have a couple copies of Tetris games lying around, but I should have... The Game Boy one in particular is the one I'd want to show off, and I don't know where that is in the house right now. Oh yeah, Mulligan, I don't know if you saw... Were you here when I did when I showed off the new layout? I've got a spot on my wall now to show off vinyl. Here we go, we'll flip real quick. Let's see it. We've got Wu-Tang Enter the 36 Chambers sitting there right now, but I'm gonna rotate it with stuff. Unfortunately, that's the only vinyl I have. So most of the records in the house belong to my wife and my father-in-law. So it's a lot of stuff from like the 70s and 80s. A bunch of his records we have, and I'll rotate some of his stuff. Like, he's got Thriller, he's got Purple Rain, some other cool ones I really like. But if I will need to make some adjustments, or pick up some more vinyl, so I can show that off up there in that spot. Alright, back at it. Uh-oh, one message deleted by a moderator. Who was saying stuff? Davlo Trigger, what's going on? Finally, another win. Yes, congratulations. Sorry about the mod. There you go. Del the Funky Homo Sapien actually replied to me on Twitter. I had a bit of a fanboy moment. Oh, dude, that's awesome. He mentioned he was playing a game called Hell is Other Demons. Yeah, the closest thing I've had was a former NBA player. He used to play with Kobe on the Lakers. Followed my Instagram account for like a day. He liked a bunch of my pictures, and then he unfollowed me, trying to pull the classic follow unfollow on me, which I thought was insanely petty for a former NBA player to be pulling that type of stuff to try and like trick me into following him. Like, come on, man. You've made millions of dollars in your career, and this is what you're doing with your time. No, I get you. I was just highly elated. Yeah, I am not mad at you. The auto mod was, and it's just kind of set for all caps like that, and don't worry about it, man. It's tough. You want the auto mod in there to prevent like actual bad stuff happening, but it's not always great at picking out the nuance in humans. Oh man, because it sucks. Like, on one hand, like, it blocks people using all caps all the time when they're genuinely excited. On the other hand, the one time I was streaming the end of Spider-Man and someone dropped into the stream and said the spoiler of how the game ends before I got to that point, Automod didn't block that. It would have been way better if it had been able to block that instead. Okay, let's bring the stack down a little bit. Feeling a bit uncomfortable with the height. Okay, we got not enough badges though going into top 10. I think we got time, but here's another thing. Okay. What are your thoughts? And this is for everyone. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch Online voucher program? Will you guys be taking advantage of it? Yeah, no. Are you not in because you prefer physical games? Do you like the deal? Personally, I think I'm going to be taking advantage of it at least for one set. I know at this point I've been sold on Super Mario Maker. And oh man, I'm sold on Super Mario Maker, and Fire Emblem is supposedly going to be added to the list. So, right there, save 20 bucks US. I'll get digital versions. I prefer physical, but I also like saving money. But I'm okay with getting a digital version of those. I guess Fire Emblem's the one I kind of would like a physical one because I have all the other ones in physical, but that's fine. I'll definitely take advantage of it, but likely only for new releases. Yeah, for all the existing stuff they have on there right now, I already have the games I want. And the stuff that I don't want, or the stuff that I don't have on that list is, I don't need it. Ah. It's cool though. Yeah, Nintendo's trying super hard. I guess there's a couple of things that the program achieves for Nintendo specifically. I guess one is to try and get people to subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online. Because, yeah, the adoption rate to it hasn't been so great. And so we've seen, like, the promotion on Twitch, they're giving away a year subscription if you got Twitch Prime. Now they're doing this program where basically the savings is the equivalent of 1 year of service. So what you paid, you save back in buying these 2 other games. And if you buy more than one set of vouchers, then you're technically saving money at that point on games you were probably going to buy anyway. And yeah, it helps them sell more, and it helps them sell digital, which they get 100% of the cut versus having to go through the store. I wonder if other retailers got upset at Nintendo for that, offering discounts on new releases. Because that cuts into their bottom line. The success of Tetris 99, I definitely think we are going to see more free exclusives. I agree. I think... Here's my prediction. I'm just making this up right now. At E3 this year, Nintendo is going to announce at least one new Nintendo Switch Online exclusive game. I don't know what that is, but my prediction is one exclusive game. One of the unfortunate things about this vacation that my wife and I are going on is that I'm going to miss the entirety of E3. I'm going to be on the other side of the pond and we'll be busy with other stuff. I love watching all the E3 press conferences and seeing the big reveals and stuff. And unfortunately won't be able to do that this time, at least not live. Like last year, I actually did a reaction stream to the Nintendo one. I happened to be home at the time. Oh, jeez. And that was a lot of fun. And I would love to do that, like a Boss Rush reacts to E3. But not going to happen this year. Agreed, and I will add a caveat. It won't be retro. Huh. I wonder what it'll be. I would love to see... I want to see Puzzle League 99. It's probably a little too close to Tetris 99. But I don't know if you can sell a Puzzle League game in modern times, but giving it away as part of this would be great. It's probably too close to Tetris 99 though, so it would just be competing against itself. I would love to see it though. Yeah, what could a Nintendo Switch Online exclusive possibly be? I saw some news that Blizzard, there was an interview with someone at Blizzard, and Blizzard was very happy with the performance of Diablo on the Switch. And I kind of felt like that was probably going to be the outcome, based on, like, Diablo was at the top of the eShop charts for quite a while. I think that game did really well on the Switch. And it makes me wonder, are we going to get Overwatch on the Switch? I would love that so much, being able to play that game in handheld. Play it on the go, perhaps, maybe against AI. I know the AI is not great in that game, but just having the option to do it would be nice. And yeah, being able to play that portably, just hanging out in the living room. For certain people, playing in the bathroom. That would be fantastic. Yeah, okay, since we're here, what are your predictions for E3? What's Nintendo going to show? What are they not showing? There's been a lot of question marks about Nintendo going into this E3. Are we going to see the Switch Lite or the Switch Pro? I'm gonna guess we don't see a new Switch model at E3. I know they've said they're not showing anything on that regard, but they have lied in the past. Hardware makers have lied in the past. I'm gonna say it's not happening. Not this E3 anyway. Oh man, we got hit really hard there. And I don't know if we're gonna escape this. No. I think we'll see the next Virtual Console iteration. Maybe SNES games? I would love that. I think SNES games is inevitable. My concern is, what do you do with the pricing of Nintendo Switch Online? Like, I feel like the handful of NES games, Tetris 99, that's good. Once you start expanding into, like, SNES, Nintendo 64, is $20 a year going to cover that? Like, I feel like they would be selling themselves short at that point. That's once they start offering new platforms as part of those free downloadable games. So yeah, I'm curious to see how they roll out other games. If they just say, I guess the best case scenario is, here's the SNES games, no additional charge. I just have a hard time believing Nintendo's going to do that. It just doesn't, I think it doesn't make business sense for them to not charge more in some shape or form. But because they already have established this model of X dollars per year, how do you then say, well, if you want this extra part, you'll have to pay a little bit more? Like, that's kind of gross. I think we'll see a little more Fire Emblem. I think we will see... I don't know if we're going to see Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, Game Freak tends to do... The Pokemon Company tends to do their own stuff, and I think with Pokemon Let's Go, they did the announcement for that, like, a week before E3 or something like that. So I think we'll hear more about that game before E3, but not really during the... Well, maybe we will. Like, because they also did some stuff during E3 last year where they're like, oh yeah, buy the Pokeball Plus and get Mewtwo as an... or Mew as an exclusive. So maybe something like that, but I don't think we're going to get much on Pokemon. at E3 proper. It'll be a separate thing. Prediction, an announcement of another Mario sports game. I'm hoping soccer. Okay. I actually have Mario Strikers, like the GameCube one. When I bought my Nintendo 64, the vendor was selling like a really beat up version of that game for $5. And it still works fine. I've never played Mario Strikers before, so that's something I do need to stream at some point. I've heard those games are pretty good. I personally would love a Mario Golf, and I would like to see them follow the Golf story model. Or I guess the original Mario Golf on Game Boy model of making it more of an RPG. That would be fantastic. I feel like they sort of did that with the 3DS version, but they didn't go all the way with it, if memory serves me well. New Mario Golf would be great. Yeah, of the Mario sports games, Golf is my favorite. Followed by Mario Tennis. I have my gripes with Mario Tennis Aces, but that game was a lot of fun, and I'm surprised it sold as well as it did. Like, that game has sold now more than 2 million copies. It's blown the record for best-selling tennis game of all time out of the water. Like, I really liked it, and I love what they were trying to do mechanically with that game, but I'm surprised that it really found an audience. At this point, I don't regret trading it in, based on what I was feeling at the time and what I traded it in for. Maybe at some point when the balancing has sorted itself out, I'll go back and play that game again. But I loved the sell-through of it. It was basically a fighting game. It was a fighting game with tennis. And conceptually, I loved that part. Would it be possible to make Mario Golf more esports friendly? That is an excellent question. I don't know. I think you would have to... Yeah, could you standardize the golfers? I guess you would have to figure out the balance between the golfers and... I think more of the issue with Mario Golf as an esport is not even so much the mechanics of the game. And they do have options to tone down like the power-ups and stuff. It's just, do people really want to watch golf as an esport? I know Golden Tee has a scene, but I don't think the crossover between golf fans and esports fans and Nintendo fans is large enough to support Mario Golf as an esport. And also, I think the game would just move too slow. Curious idea, though. I've had this discussion with someone recently of, like, could you make Mario Kart esports? I would love to see Mario Kart as an esport. And it's such a popular racing game, but yeah, that game is just not designed in a way to do that right now. But would it be possible someday to make that happen? I think I was talking with Randy about that. Shaddy Daddy O, hey bro, do you keep getting communication errors? No, we haven't had any communication errors all stream. Also, thanks for dropping by. Even if you're... I'm trying to play right now and I keep getting disconnected mid-match. No, I haven't had that problem at all. Sorry to hear that, though. And yeah, I have no idea what that... Maybe it's your internet, reset your router... reset your Nintendo Switch. I don't know what to tell you, man. Sorry to hear you're having issues, though. That's a bad gap. Okay. Let's clean that up. Oh, Jute. That's definitely not what I wanted. Also not what I wanted. Oh man, this is not going... This fell apart really fast. Okay, we can fix. Okay, there we go. Just like that. No problem. Okay. There. 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 Drop that in there. All fixed. No problem. I ain't worried about nothing. Alright, thank you. You seem very nice. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. You seem very nice as well, Shaddy Daddy-O. Thank you for dropping by. And I hope you are able to resolve your Tetris 99 issues soon so that you can continue to play with us, unlock this Game Boy skin. It's pretty neat. How are you doing otherwise this morning? Or evening, wherever you are in the world? I'm in my mind.
Yeah, right?
Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Truly appreciated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, no. Yeah, I'm trying to stream this, and it's messing with your content. Oh, that's too bad. Thank you. You seem very nice. Yeah, I don't know. Is it... Wait, is... Yeah, disconnected mid-match. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I hope you're able to resolve it. Resolve it soon. And then Devil Trigger, man. Finally over 1,000 points. Going to try and shoot for 5,000 over the weekend. Dude. That's a lot of grinding, man. Good luck in your quest. I don't think I'm going to get that many points. It doesn't look like there's money on the line. Oh. Shaddy Daddy-O just got a disconnection now. First in a while. Huh. Well, I hope that doesn't happen to me. It's, so far we've been good. Knock on wood. Although we will be wrapping up the stream shortly. Let's do like 2 more. This one and 1 more. And then maybe we can chat for a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna double check the Nintendo points thing. Okay. But yeah, Shaddy Daddy-O. What was I gonna say? Oh, I've totally blanked. Alright, let's go back to the Tetris. We were talking about E3 predictions. I think we will see a little more from Link's Awakening. I think we'll get a release date. I mean, that's a super safe bet. Like, following up on stuff we saw in that Nintendo Direct earlier this year. Animal Crossing will get a release date. What's some, like, out-of-the-box stuff? Besides, like, at least one exclusive Nintendo Switch Online game. And Super Nintendo being offered as part of the Nintendo Switch Online package. I am hoping and praying for Overwatch on Switch. I don't know what it takes to make that work. We've seen other, like, big budget third-party games. Like, Mortal Kombat works pretty well on the Switch. As long as you don't look in the crypt. Like, if Overwatch is, like, that level of quality graphics-wise, I think I'd be okay with that on the Switch. What else could we possibly be seeing, though? Like, thinking about their pipeline, probably not seeing a Mario game anytime soon. Because we just got New Super Mario Bros. U, so that's the 2D Mario. We got Mario Maker coming up. Ah, here we go. E3 prediction. At E3, they will reveal that the extra game style is Super Mario Bros. 2. I haven't done a real T-spin yet this entire stream. I haven't been really looking for it either, but... Alright, rant time. Alright, Mulligan, hit me. Keep it clean. Auto model. Don't make Autobot mad. Just because white space exists doesn't mean there is supposed to be something there. Player Pixel, hello! So, okay. To your point, my counter to that is, yes, they did leave that blank, but they also said extra game styles with an S. Plural. Everyone takes screenshots of the MM2 screen and are like, look, there's going to be another style. Mario Maker 2. I don't think you would say styles with an S unless you had plans of dropping something else in there. So I'm not saying that you're wrong and that there won't be, but they have left hints that something of that scope is going to happen. I got like 121 points. Feels good, man. Awesome! Alright, the plural styles of the S is a very good point. It is the combination of those two things that make me think they're dropping another style in there. My money is Super Mario 2. I've heard people suggest Paper Mario, which I don't think there was enough platforming specific stuff to make Paper Mario work. Like, what would make Paper Mario unique in a 2D platformer? I guess you could leverage some of the Super Paper Mario stuff, but, like, does it become more story-based? Are you, like, flipping the world around? That seems a little too next level. I like the Game Boy skin, but the background is a bit distracting to me. I agree. I thought, like, Game Boy skin would have... Uh-oh, we're dead. I thought the whole thing would be more gray and green, but this with the black, the blue and the red and the stuff shooting at you, it's a little much. I do like it. I like the music. I don't know if this is going to be, like, my go-to skin. I'll probably rotate between the two. And other people in the chat have said that they kind of prefer... Like, for the purposes of playing, the default skin better. And I don't doubt that they'll eventually add styles, but I think people are assuming it is going to be at a release kind of thing. Also, is there a point to getting more than 100 points? I don't think so. They haven't talked about money in this one yet. I think it's just get the skin. So we got the skin. We're good. And we'll do one more. Last one for today. Player Pixel, how you been? I know you just got your points. Feels good. Get that skin. We're just talking Nintendo E3 predictions right now and debating whether or not we're going to see a new game style in Super Mario Maker. Dude, why... Okay. I'm good. Really happy to get 100 points so fast. Awesome. Yeah, 100 points isn't too bad. I guess in a worst case scenario, you have to play 100 games to get 100 points, but I don't think that'll be the case for most people. And I do like it. It's a very low barrier for this one. Just get the 100 points and you get a skin, get rewarded. Like, I like being in the top 1,000 and getting money, but I like also the promotions where more people can get something of value out of it. And yeah, having the idea of more skins, I would love, and I don't think this is going to happen, I would love Tetris Effect integration in this game somehow. Give me the Tetris Effect music, give me the skins. Something referencing that game would be fantastic. Because yeah, Tetris Effect is so cool in its presentation, and I love the music in that game. Like, I need the Pharaoh's song or whatever, the one with the bootleg sounding Kendrick Lamar rap verse. I need that in my life. I need the song with the whales and the girl singing "I'm Yours Forever." I need that final level song. That... Oh man, I can't remember the lyrics of that song. I remember the part like, "Nothing to be afraid of, I'm right there with you." That song is so good. Even if it completely doesn't fit with the tone of this game, I don't care. Just give me that music. And I could even do without the crazy graphics. Give me the sounds, the soundtrack. I would probably get... Maybe I will, like, hack that myself. I have the Tetris Effect soundtrack downloaded. Albeit, I'm pretty sure I got it by... not the most legal means. If I just did Tetris 99 streams where I played that Tetris Effect soundtrack on Spotify or on YouTube or something. Hopefully, I'd probably get copyright striked into oblivion, but I would love that mix. I like how in the menu the theme is just Special 1. Yeah. And I hope that they release other themes. I hope you can play, like, even if it's the Game Boy theme and you get the Type B music, the Type C music, I would love to see all of that in there. So yeah, with us closing out the stream soon, I don't know if we're going to play Tetris... We may play Tetris 99 again, but knowing now that there's no money on... I don't think there's an incentive, really, to grind it out as hard. Player Pixel says, I wonder how much work it is to make a theme. Like, how much work? I have no idea. I cannot sit here and make assumptions about game development, because I have no clue. It could be very easy, it could be very difficult. Yeah, I'm not seeing that Nintendo points stuff. Oh well, I'll still grind, but really upset if they don't give out more Nintendo points. I don't know if they're going to do it for this one, but I'm pretty sure they will give out more Nintendo money in future promotions. So yeah, if we're not grinding it out for paper, I don't know if I'm going to stream this again this weekend. Maybe. I like hanging out with you guys, and Tetris 99 brings a lot of you guys out, so maybe we'll stream it one of the 2 days. But I will try and stream some other stuff. Maybe some Overwatch, maybe something else. I got to stream more Mortal Kombat. There's a lot on the list. Maybe we'll just get weird, and I'll play like a random deep cut on the 360 or something. I want free Ultimate DLC, so that means 3 cups I have to go. Free Ultimate DLC, so that means cups I have to go for. Ah. Also, for anyone else playing or watching Tetris 99, have you guys bought the Big Block DLC? Do you have any interest even in it? Ah. Almost top 10. Can we do one? One for the people. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Get some sort of crazy T-spin going? No. We're done. Any W's this stream? We got 2 really early, and we have not won since. And welcome back, Jenna. We're actually, like, almost about to wrap up here. Oh, I forgot about that. Shoot, that means 4 cups I have to win now. Yeah, the DLC is okay. If you have any interest in, like, single-player Tetris, then, yeah, having the marathon mode and the 999 is really good. And then CPU battle, just the sensation of battling other people. The difficulty is pretty good. I find I like the hardest difficulty the best it feels the closest to playing real-life humans. Though I don't think it's quite as hard as playing online, which is fine. And yeah, we can chat for a little bit about let me find. I was gonna do a Tetris show and tell, but I need Game Boy Tetris to start the whole thing, and I don't know where it is. Though I think there's might be like 1 or 2 other Tetris things I want to talk about before we go. One sec. Ah, here we go. Can we do this right now? I think we can. Yeah. All right. So we got this one, this one, this one. There's a particular... Oh, here it is. Okay, one sec. You're going to hear a crash in a second. I apologize. Oh, okay. Here we go. This one. Alright. Show and tell time. Tetris edition. Actually, there's like 2 more things. Alright, I have enough single player on Tetris DS. Alright, if you still play Tetris DS, that's awesome. I have not opened up my DS in forever. Your closed captions are really good. I wish YouTube's default captions were this good. Yeah, I wish they were too. I started watching a streamer, Ashley Christ, who had these captions, and I was like, wait, what tech is she using? And it's the software called... It's this online service called Web Captioner. And so I hooked it up, and I was like, this is great. The thing I don't like is that it has to exist in a colored box. There are services similar to this that have transparencies, but they don't keep up the same way. Because it's, yeah, the other one I found for Twitch, it starts at the top and it goes down, but then it doesn't auto-scroll. So, like, if I go on a long rant, it just, like, cuts off at a certain point and you can't see it. So, this is the one I'm using right now. Alright, show and tell time. Splash. A little bit of that went in my glasses, actually. I mean, this isn't necessarily the beginning of Tetris, but Tetris on the Game Boy is an all-time classic. Ooh, the glare is killing that. Of course, we were celebrating Game Boy Tetris with Tetris 99 right now. One of the all-time greatest games of all time, arguably the greatest Tetris game of all time. You can still throw this in a Game Boy right now and have the time of your life. And it is still a fantastic game. Even though it's so simple, there's like hardly any modes. It's just classic Tetris. And it's super unforgiving. No T-spins. You get 3 songs. And it's still one of the greatest games ever made. And it is still eternally fun. You can play this 100 years from now. It's still going to be fantastic. Prison Rules Tetris. Yes. Like if you... This is the grow your chest hair Tetris of the time. And even now. Man. Another Tetris from this era. We've got NES Tetris. Tengen Tetris is generally the better of the two, but most people played this one. It's single player only, which is kind of a bummer. But it is still a lot of fun. It has some great music. I still remember the the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, I think is that song. Still a pretty good version of Tetris. I need to stream this one again. Especially now that I feel like competitive Tetris, classic competitive Tetris is using this version. We should try and get back into this one. I streamed it one time and it had one of my favorite streaming moments where I died super quick. But yeah, we'll get back to this one at some point. How many of you guys remember the one true sequel to Tetris in Tetris 2? This is one I picked up a couple years ago, though I remember playing it at the time. I used to have it on the Super Nintendo, and that got stolen, unfortunately. And I recently found it on the NES, which I'd never played before. The NES version, anyway. And Tetris 2 is not really like Tetris, other than the fact that blocks fall down a well. It's a lot more like Dr. Mario with Tetris pieces. It's not bad. It's an okay game. I really liked the puzzle mode in Tetris 2. I think that's the first time where, like, clear all these blocks with only 2 pieces. That was really great in Tetris 2. This one's okay. It's definitely not as good as classic Tetris. Doesn't necessarily worthy of the name, but it is a fun game nonetheless. I would recommend the Super Nintendo version over the NES one though. Moving on, also a not really Tetris game, but still one of my favorite games, Tetris Attack. Fantastic puzzle game, match 3 puzzler before Bejeweled. It's got one of the best head-to-head versus modes in any puzzle game. Tetris 99 is probably going to be up there and challenging it, but like I love the combo system in this game of being able to string. Like, I love playing the game and then just pushing your blocks all the way to the top and trying to create as many chains as possible. And just battling someone else, like battling Randy in particular, who's really good at this game. And you're just, like, comboing each other to death. It is fantastic. And probably the most exciting Tetris or puzzle game battle system I've ever played, Tetris Attack. It's unfortunate that they saddled the name with Tetris on this because they can never really release it. I've gone almost as far as to buy the Japanese Super Famicom to get the Japanese version of this on a modern console instead. And it might still be something I do someday. Player 2 Start says, Tetris Attack is probably my favorite puzzle game. Agreed. It is like right up there. And yeah, just the competitive element of it is so good. It is the best. So, if you can find it, Tetris Attack, I know they make it for the Game Boy. They have it for... There's a version of it in Animal Crossing. There's also Planet Puzzle League on the DS, which is great. Couple more Tetrises. This was already mentioned on stream, but Tetris DS. This is the one I played the most competitively. Probably my all-time favorite Tetris game. I love the competitive modes in it. There's so many different ones. I played over 5,000 versus matches in this one and was in the top of the leaderboards for a while, which were really archaic. You had to go to a website to see where you ranked on the leaderboards. It was really dated, and you can't see that stuff now, but such a fun game. It had... Oh, that browser CPU still haunts me. Yeah, it did get really challenging, and there's a lot of different modes. A really fun one to play. I think this is kind of hard to find now, though. I think they only printed a limited amount of copies and then Nintendo lost the license. So, if you can track it down, definitely grab Tetris DS, one of the best Tetrises out there. Couple more. Before Puyo Puyo Tetris came out in North America, there were no plans for it at the time. And that's when I bought Puyo Puyo Tetris, the Japanese version. So this is the... Oh man, the glare. This is the Japanese version on PS4. And... yeah, it's a really cool version. It has both games and mixes them in interesting ways. But if you want to play vanilla Tetris, you can do that. If you want to play vanilla Puyo Puyo, you can do that as well. I'm not good at Puyo Puyo at all. So playing the Puyo Puyo parts in the story mode was kind of a struggle. And I didn't play this one online much because I couldn't read any of the menus. So I did play a little bit of online and got killed most of the time. But yeah, still Puyo Puyo Tetris in English is, or in a language you can read. Like maybe you read Japanese and this is great, but otherwise I had a lot of fun with this one. And the last physical version of Tetris I have here, and we've talked about this on stream as well, Tetris Effect. I have not had the chance to play it in VR, though I have heard from people in this chat that it is amazing in VR. I love the presentation of it, and just the music and the graphics completely changed the context of Tetris, so it's just more of a chill experience and you just kind of zone out and get in the moment. And I love the music. The music in particular, I want that in this Tetris 99 so bad. Someday maybe, probably not, but... And there you go. Player 2 Start says very cool in VR. Alright, and that's gonna do it for our stream today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's a long weekend here. I don't know if I'm gonna be on Saturday, Sunday. Maybe we'll play some more Tetris 99, maybe Overwatch or something else. But I'll try and be back this weekend. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at inthirdpersondltcom, inthirdperson.com, or on Twitter. I will post when I go live. And otherwise, you guys have... Oh, make sure to check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. And if you're looking for something to watch later this afternoon, make sure to go check out Chris and Rachel's channel, twitch.tv/xdoublejump. They are streaming Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney this afternoon. So if you feel like watching some more objection, go check them out later this afternoon. Twitch.tv/xdoublejump. Alright, time to get out of here. Bye. Thanks for coming by. We will see you guys soon.